Yeah. Good evening to all. This is Captain Dr. Nitin Sonaje from India. I will be delivering my speech on the water invisible visible. Before begin my speech, let me introduce a little bit about the IIU. IIU is an international internship university. Is the world's first internship-based university, virtual university, which is building better and brighter future for all the young leaders and is committed to provide quality, accessible, affordable, and most important is a skill-based and location-independent education to learn across the world. And that is the need of our, and in that need of our, IIU is working. So IIU is providing access to more than 1,000 plus courses and internship to all their e-learners across the globe. With the team of high caliber and experienced global educators they have, the IIU has been accredited and affiliated with WEO, that is World Education Organization, and it is again internationally accredited by the International Accreditation Organization IAO and collaborated with all world's top university and education institute through the platform of the MOOC. IIU also provides various certificate and diploma courses. There is always that one person who has the vision and thought, the ideas behind this successful venture and the organization. And if we talk about the man behind all this success of IIU, is none other than the founder person, Mr. Piyush Pandit. He convocated the world's first virtual internship university during this COVID pandemic, and that is known as the International Internship University, that is IIU. After this brief introduction of the IIU, let me introduce about myself. I am Captain Dr. Nitin Sonaje. As my name itself says, Captain, I am an ex-army officer served in the Indian Army in the Corps of Engineers. Basically, I am a civil engineer. Uh, I had worked in the various organizations, starting from the army. Then I was in the international bank, that was the ING Vaishya Bank, as a bank engineer. Then I have worked as a lecturer, then professor, then in the university system as a deputy registrar and registrar of the university. And at present, I am working as a principal government polytechnic in Maharashtra, India. Apart from this, I had successfully guided four PhD candidates, those who have obtained their degrees in the various fields of civil engineering. Also guided 11 MTech students that also got their degree in the environmental engineering and water resources. Apart from this, I had published 48 papers, research paper in national and international journals. I had published 6 books. Out of 6, 4 are the independently authored international published books, and 4 books I am a co-author. With this academic introduction, I will start about my today's topic, that is water visible, invisible. Let me share my screen. Uh, this is water making the invisible visible. Why I say invisible and visible? They generally, when the terms comes as a water, we say that the plenty of water is available, and then still there is a water scarcity. So why this scarcity? There are so many reasons. Why they says it's a plenty? There are again so many reasons. Even though there are the droughts, even though there is a flood conditions, it happens in all over world. But still we say the water is sufficient. And there is a law of water. We state that water cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. It means whatever the water available, say millions of years ago, the same water is available today. Then also we face the water scarcity problem. Some of the people might say on this, the population has increased, that's why the water scarcity is there. Some of the people says no, for this much of population we need to feed the population, and for this feeding we need to have this much water per capita per day, and we require that. But let me tell you, the another concept on this is whatever we see every day, that is called as a visible water. But over here I am going to put a concept of invisible water, and then I will be combining it, what is invisible, visible, and what is the combination. And then at the end of my discussion or end of my presentation, I'll be saying it how what we are supposed to do. That at the end of my presentation, it will be my question. So let us see what is it. This is, I said, it's a typical Indian water scenario, but most of the world, the same scenario you are going to see. See, in the context of India, this is scarcity of water. You can see this is the water tank over here. It's an olden days water tank. And in that water tank, this is the water supply. It is coming from the groundwater, or you can say it's this water is coming from the reservoir, or in some cases, the water tanker or water bowser, they comes and they drop the water in this tank, and from this tank, the water will be fed to the population, and this is the population. This is the population. They are going to fetch the water from this tank. This scenario you can find in the half of the world. This is the same scenario you will see. Now, if I say you eat, I said eat. You eat 3,500 liters of water every day. People will question me. Water is not for eating, water is for drinking. But let me tell you, this water is not for drinking. I am talking about what this water is for eating. How? Let us see. Eating the water, as I said, it's very strange, because we will not accept it is eating, but you eat it. You are addicted to eat it, but you don't know that you are eating it. And that's why it's so strange. So I'll be making sure that there is enough water available on the planet. As what I said in the very beginning, there is plenty of water available. And now how it is available and why there is why we will not face the scarcity of water, that let us see. So as I said, water can be seen as a visible water, that is direct use of water, and it's invisible, or sometimes it can be said as virtual water, and we will make it as a indirect use of water. So what is it? So when we say the water used for domestic consumption or drinking or washing consumptions, in case of Indian scenario, it's as per the British standard or Indian standard, it is 135 liters per capita per day water is required, and that is direct water. And since this direct water is used for the purpose of cleaning, cooking and drinking, this is laundry, flushing, bathroom and showering, etc. Say here I said only 135 liters of water required in case of Indian scenario. This figure is different for different countries. But it ranges from say around 80 liters per capita per day to 250 liters per capita per day. Then if it is 80 to 200 liters, then how I'm going to say that 3,500 liters is been eaten? Where it is? Let us see. The second part is that is called as invisible water. In invisible, again there are two parts. The first one is the water used for the production of industrial product that we are consuming it. The industrial products like say paper, cotton, even our clothes. So I am talking about clothes, industrial products. And that for that purpose, its water required is 170 liter per capita per day. So if you come on the Indian scenario, then if you add it 135 plus 170, it's around 300 liters per capita per day. Still 3,500 is still there. The second one is associated with the production of food that we consume. So out of 3,500, if we minus this around 300 liters, the balance 3,200 liter is associated with the production of food that we consume. So overall, if we say that 92% of water is invisible and that is hidden in our food. So in today's my lecture, we will be more focusing on this 92% of water. So let us see what is there. Just take the simple example. The everyday what we drink is a tea and coffee. Most of the people, they drink tea. Hey, this is a typical scenario where they drink tea. And if we ask these people, hey, you are drinking the tea, then how much water you are consuming it? So they will say it's around 50 ml to 200 ml, that's all. But if you ask the water engineer like me, I will say something different. So how I will say differently, and then I will come on the figure. So how much water goes into a cup? That is, I said, the 40 liters water required to grow the teas, that is tea leaves, and it's a manufacturing process and packaging process. So 40 liters is required for that tea powder, the tea leaves. Then 15 liters is for production of the milk. So that is what is been the cows and buffaloes, whatever they drinks and whatever they food consumes, and from that whatever the milk we get and whatever the milk we use for the tea, for that 15 liters of water required. Then we need to have a sugar for that, and for the sugar cane, for the production of sugar cane and then manufacturing the sugar, we require 30 liters. And then after this, we boil this water by mixing the tea powder, sugar, and then milk, and we do boil it, and for the boiling purpose, it's 10 liters of water required. So how much it comes? It comes 95 liters of water required to prepare 200 ml of tea. So when you drink a tea of 250 ml, you require 95 liters of water. It means when you drink 1 cup of tea, it means you are eating 95 liters of invisible water. So I hope in the very beginning, when I said you are eating it, so this eating concept is clear over here. So here, when we drink 1 cup of tea, it means you eat 95 liters of water. So for this, there is something called as a water footprint. So when I say this 95 liters, this 95 liters is the water footprint of this 95 liters is the water footprint of tea. So what is that footprint then? This is generally we say this is a footprint, because when we say the foods, that is footprint. So here, in terms of in case of water, the footprint is nothing but the amount of water used in and around your home, school, office throughout the days. It is a direct use of water. Again, it is a combination of indirect use of water that is required for the production of food to eat, product to buy, that is various industrial product, and the energy to consume, and whatever the water we are saving in the water recycling system. So now I'm not going to put a focus on the recycling system, but all this includes, that is your footprints. So in short, you can say whatever you eat, whatever you buy, whatever you use, it's combined together is your water footprint. So that is your water footprints. That is individual person's water footprint. So how it is, let us see how it calculated the water footprint. So water footprint is calculated like this. It is you are showering. Suppose you take the example that you take the shower for 5-10 minutes. Then it's whether it is once in a day or twice in a day, whether it is the tap water or something else, well, whatever the water you are consuming in the kitchen, that average time I had taken is 21 to 45 minutes. The laundry, then whatever you shop, whether you are using it, recycle the paper, whether you are using the recycle the plastic, recycled bottle and cans, whether you are using the reusing the old clothes, sheets, blankets, and towels. Then most important one is your diet style. It is a vegan and vegetarian I had taken for the example, and third one is non-vegetarian. So, and again I had taken it over example, fantastic one, which we had seen, whether you drink a tea or coffee. So if you are a vegan, then your water footprint is 1,507 liters per day. I am talking this as a world average figure. Let me tell you, it's a world average figure. It's different for different countries. Even in the country, it's different for different geographical location. Now, if you are a vegetarian and you drink tea twice in a day, then your water footprint is 3,648 liters per day. So this is how the water footprint of the individual person is calculated. Now I will show some typical water footprints. So this is the typical sketch of water footprint, which I had taken from Infosys and NRI. This is a copied figure. In that, if you look into the figure, it says 1,400 liters of water is typically goes for your breakfast. So in the morning, we do take the breakfast, and we do have a different habits of different type of breakfast we do take. And for the different breakfast, world average figure for the different breakfast, it is 1,400 liters per person per day. This much water we eat. I will not say we consume. I say we eat. Similarly, if you take the example of the potato, so 1 kg of potato, sorry. So 1 kg of potato to that potato to come in the market, or potato to produce, it requires 287 liters of water. Similarly, if I have to produce a butter, 1 kg of butter, I required 940 liters of water to produce that 1 kg of 1 kg of butter. Similarly, for the pizza, it is 1,270 liters. Similarly, for the bread loaf, generally we eat and we are more habitual to bread loaf. And for this bread loaf, to produce 1 kg of bread loaf, we required 1600 liters of water. And the most important one I will come on this is the chocolate. Generally, we don't know how much chocolate do we eat in a day, but if we eat just the chocolate bar of 100 gram, you will eat 1700 liters of water. So just see this simple chocolate bar of 100 gram, it required to produce 1700 liters of water. And lastly, I will come on this. Most of us are the non-vegetarian people, and when we consume this chicken, the 1 kg chicken, it has a water footprint of 4330 liters. It means to produce 1 kg of chicken, we are, I will not say wasting, but it requires 4330 liters of water. So I had given the example over here of the various types, eating products. So sugarcane, or we can say the refined sugar, we generally eat. For the refined sugar, we required 1780 liters of water for 1 kg of refined sugar. Similarly, coming on to the milk powder, we need to produce 1 kg of milk powder, we need 5100 liters of water. Again, the last one, you can see this last line, the sheep or goat meat, to produce 1 kg of meat, we required 10,400 liters of water. It means if I am an exporter of meat, then if I am exporting 1 kg of meat, it means I am exporting 10,400 liters of water, I am exporting it. If I am exporting pig meat, then it is around 6,000 liters of water I am exporting it, or I am importing it, whatever the case it may be. So when we say this world scenario, that is export and import scenario, and that scenario, if we put in the terms of water, it means whatever the water you are importing or whatever the water you are exporting. So if you just go through this, then you will get to know if I am having the water, if my country is water abundant country, so then shall I export this more water content product to the other country? Or if I am the water scarcity country like India, so then shall I export this meat or not? It's again question mark. So that I'm talking about in terms of water, not in terms of foreign currency. A very fantastic example you can see over here. We generally wear the jeans pant. It's a style. This jeans pant is produced from cotton. And to produce the cotton, 1 kg of cotton, we required 10,000 liters of water. And if I'm wearing the jean, in an average, the jeans pant weight is 800 grams. So that 800 gram jeans, I am wearing it. It means I am carrying 8,000 liters of water on my body. This I'm not eating, but I'm carrying this 8,000 liters of water on my body. And with this 8,000 liters of water, I am moving it. So with this, I will say there are various types of water footprint. That is a consumer product water footprint. Whatever the water required to process that product considering all its production chain, that is called as a product water footprint. Consumer, whatever product I consume, that the consumer consumes, that is some of the water footprint, that is consumer water footprint. Community in the similar lines, national consumption, business, and geographically delineated area, that is also the water footprint of, say, the particular city, water footprint of New York, water footprint of Moscow, we can say like this, or water footprint of Delhi. So I had taken over here in the example of this Indian scenario. Why? Because this international virtual university, their headquarters is in India. That's why I had taken this example of India. In this India, I had taken the example. This is annual precipitation. It is a 4,000 billion cubic meter is the annual precipitation. And if I took the census of 2022 for this year, then the utilizable water, whatever is available, whatever is in India, is 1,121 billion cubic meter. And the same, if I do it, so then water available in India, utilizable water I am talking about, per capita per day, per capita per year is 1,544 cubic meter is utilizable water available in India. That is a total water available in India. Out of this, as you know, the total water cannot be utilized. Some of the water, it is there in the glaciers, some of the water is in the seas, that cannot be utilized. And when I say the utilizable water, it is only the last one, it 801 cubic meter per person per year is available in India. So how this utilizable water is required? I had just compared it with the three products. It's a tea, coffee, and milk. I had taken is the average consumption, water footprints. Then I had taken it, the water required for consumption per capita per year. And then I had come out this percentage figure, the last one, the percentage of water required for consumption per capita per year is, if you are drinking tea, then you are consuming, just for a tea I am talking about, you are consuming 4% of water, utilizable water. The whatever the figure in the last one we had seen 800 cubic meter. Out of that, 4% is only used for tea. And if I am drinking the coffee, then it percentage goes to 6%. And if I am drinking only milk, then it is around 12%. The similar example I had taken it for the fruits. So if I eat orange, then I will be eating 6.3% of water. It is one orange per day. I had taken the example. If I am eating mango, now in India, the mango season is going on. That is Alfonso mango. It is highest water consuming product. And it consumes around 22% of utilizable water per capita available. This 22% is nothing but 174 cubic meter of water consumed per person per year if he consumes one mango per day. This is how it has been calculated. Now, again, this is a fantastic example. If we consume the eggs, generally every day we don't consume the eggs. So the World Health Organization or World Standard, it says that the vegetarian people, that is who eats the egg, he consumes 70 eggs per day. That is the, just a second, just a second. Yeah, the vegetarian people, he consumes 70 eggs per year. The chicken, the person who eats the chicken, again this is the world standard, it's 110 grams per day. Meat is again 110 grams per day. If we take this, then for the production of meat, the person who is a non-veg and who is eating the meat every day, that is at the scale of 110 grams per day, then he or she consumes around 400 cubic meters of water per year. That is the whatever water available, out of that more than 50% water goes for the meat. And the similar case, if it goes for, if you consider for chicken, then it will be around 22% for the chicken. So these are the, as earlier I had given the example of jeans, and then we do wear the t-shirt. So for t-shirts, it's 2,700 liters. So just check it. At present I am wearing t-shirt and a jean. So how much water I am carrying on my body is, that is 8,000 liters plus this 2,700 liters. That is 10,000 plus liters of water I am carrying on my body. So these are again very different footprints. I had given it over here, out of which we had covered some footprints we had covered earlier. See, this is again a pictorial views I had given it. The generally the people who drink the wine, this wine, one glass of wine, that is around 60 or 90 milliliters of wine requires 120 liters of water. Again, I had given the example of beer. Again, the beer, it's around 150 liters, 150 milliliters of beer requires 75 liters of water. So just compare the person who drinks the wine and person who drinks the beer, how much water they are eating it. We are talking about the in terms of eating. This example we had covered it, tea and coffee. Just I had put over here in terms of water bottles. Just see, for making 1 cup of tea, we require 13.5 liters of water. And same thing, if I prepare the coffee, then it is 130 liters of water. Just it's 10 times. So if you are living in the water scarcity country, and if you are producing this tea or coffee in your country, then you will have to decide whether I'm supposed to drink tea or coffee in terms of water. Again, I'm talking about, not in terms of money. So these are the again the fantastic example on the Valentine Day. On the Valentine Day, what we do, if I propose 12 roses to my Valentine, then it means I am spending 120 liters for these 12 roses for my Valentine. And these young people, instead of the rose, if they prefer to give the chocolate bar of say 100 grams, then that young people, they are consuming is 1,700 liters of water. This is how the water footprint differs from each other. Now it gives the question to you, on the Valentine Day, what present I am supposed to give to my Valentine, and that the present I will be calculating in terms of water, whether it is 110 liters of water or it is 1,700 liters of water. That I have to decide. So, friends, at the end, you have to decide what present you are going to your Valentine, what type of food you are going to eat, what type of clothes you are going to wear. That you will have to decide. And with this, I put this to you to decide what you are supposed to decide. With this, I came on my end of my presentation. If you people have any queries on this, any questions on this, the Facebook link is given to you. You can put your queries, you can put your question on that Facebook link. I will reply to you subsequently. At my level best, I will try to reply to you. But please remember, these water footprints are different for different countries, are different for different geographical locations. So please don't ask me, in my country, the water required for the per capita consumption is different than 135 liters. As I said, it will be definitely different because it's different from different countries and geographical location. With this, I come to end up my presentation. I am very much thankful to the authorities of IIU and the my again I will say invisible audience in front of me. I am very much thankful to my all invisible audience as well as visible audience, and I thank you all. Thank you very much, and I will be closing it. Thank you.